What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? Just confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. I always have to do that routine check, right? So just let me know, guys, if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me share this here. Let's share this to our Telegram chat. Let me know, guys. Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful Thursday. How are you guys doing today? Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear as well. You do me a favor by confirming that. I'm gonna do some analysis, and then maybe we can forecast where next markets could head to. I have a few key levels that I'm looking at. So maybe by the time we get into it, probably you guys will understand why, and perhaps maybe you can watch out for the same levels as well. Yeah. Someone says loud and clear. Okay. Loud and clear. Okay. Beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. Did you vote? What price is area of interest? I'm gonna talk about that very soon. You've already casted your vote. Have I already casted my vote? We can see and hear you. Let's go. We perform our civic duties as we monitor the charts. Of course we have to. Of course we have to. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. I'm looking at gold here, just in case you guys are trading. I know most of you guys are trading actually. So let's just try and understand exactly what's happening on the charts here. How can I join your beginner course? There's a link just down below this stream where you can actually access the beginner course itself. Yeah, just check it out. Just fill in the form, and then you're gonna get the course sent over to your email, kind of like instantly, because we have like an automation that does most of that. So check out the link in the description and maybe just fill in the form. There's a form somewhere, so you fill in that form and then you get access. You get access, and I should believe the access is gonna be like more like instant access. Yeah. What are you guys trading this morning though? I noticed that gold dropped most of Asian session, which is what we're looking at right now. I did notice that we dropped during Asian. I just don't know if the same is going to be like a continuation for gold as it continues moving. But we're gonna do some analysis, right? And then just kind of like understand whether the same would be evident or not, right? What broker do you use? I use Exness. What are you trading? Is it gold? I think you meant gold. Yes, it is gold actually. Where you from, brother? I'm from Zambia, bro. I'm from Zambia. And today we are voting. We're deciding the next president here in Zambia. Yeah. Kind of like a exciting day for a lot of Zambians. It's pretty much a good one because people get to like exercise their duties, their civic duties and stuff like that. Yeah. All right, guys. Gold on a 45 minutes time frame. All right. Gold on a 45 minutes. Thanks for yesterday. Yesterday was extremely good. Yeah, it was good. We did a CPI trade. Some of you guys missed these trades because you're not in my platforms. We did a CPI trade. We also did like a in fact, we got into CPI. I think that was like 5 minutes before the CPI report. We got into CPI, but we got into a trade 5 minutes before the CPI report yesterday. So you can imagine what happened to us. It's nothing crazy, because I think we were up like 240 points. Yeah, price pushed up a little bit, maybe like 300 points, and then we saw price dump. But I told everybody to secure and just, set break even. We always do stuff like that. So if you look at what you see on the screen right now, this was yesterday, 12th of August, right? Yeah, so this is a buy, CPI. 24 minutes past 2 p.m. That was like 5 minutes before 2:30 p.m., right? Which is like before CPI itself, right? So I even said, look, guys, this is a CPI signal. But I always send like these audios to kind of like just, help people understand what exactly we're doing, my expectations. And I told everybody, my expectations is that this, that. All right. And then, 100 points, 200 points, we hit TP1, TP2. By the time price got close to TP3, damped. All right. But it was a good one. It was actually a good one. It was a very good one. You guys can join that platform. It's kind of like free. Yeah, guys, 45 minutes time frame. I see lots of bearish momentum here. I told you one thing on the other stream that I did this week. I mentioned that you shouldn't stress about really figuring out what trend you have with the markets, especially if there is a most recent impulse move. All right. Because guess what? Every trend has a more consistent impulse and retracement. All right. So kind of like for me, right? The easiest way to know the trend is just look for the most recent impulse move. Then I just trade in that same direction. That's what I do most of the time. You'll be like, oh, that's too simple to really follow. But guys, why are you complicating your trading if you can't even be profitable? Like, why are you doing all these things to just confirm the trend if you can't even be profitable? Right? So like personally, in this case, 45 minutes, I know that I don't even need to zoom out like that, to be honest with you. I just look for the most recent. Now, the most recent impulse is what you guys are seeing right now, this one here, all right? This is the most recent impulse. Now, you can wonder what the trend is right now, or you can wonder what the trend can be for today. The most consistent trend can be, all right? Chances is there the price can buy, yes, but I do know for a fact that the most consistent trend can still remain bearish. 85%, 80% of the time, price can be bearish more than being bullish. All right. So I think it's about finding the key levels, right? The levels that have the most volume, the levels that have, like the areas of interest pretty much that you could trigger your entries from. All right. Which is like what a lot of traders fail to actually do. Because guess what? You can know the trend sometimes, but then you can fail to know exactly which are the most suitable areas to trigger a trade. Right? It's like if I share a lot of charts with you guys in the Telegram chat lately, if you noticed, I would share even what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna share it there so you guys can have access to it. I avoid sending signals in the public channel for one reason, because we have signal platforms already. So if you want signals, you join those platforms. But I do share like charts. And if you notice, even like, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I actually shared a chart. Was it yesterday though? Let me see. I shared a chart. I think I was waiting the trade or something. I'm just trying to find it. Let me show you guys. Some of you guys are in this public channel. 7,000 people, I think. Nothing crazy. If you check here, if you go up, all this is just reference of the trades that we took. Anyway, it's not like me posting these are signals in the chat. It's just like reference. I think I did post here. I posted this chart. That was a bit late, right? But I posted this chart here. I was kind of like just showing you. I want you guys to also go on your chart and observe where price turned at. If you look at this chart critically, there was a level right above, somewhere up there. There was a level right there. That level that you guys saw was basically where I have this line today. Price came exactly there and turned exactly there. Right. So I do share analysis like this to kind of like just give you guidance, so you can learn from the process of execution. But how easy is it? Okay. And this is where it gets more interesting. How easy is it to know that price is going to turn exactly around 44.40? How easy is it? It's when you understand volume, right? It's when you understand areas that have the highest participation, right? And then you can pretty much extract that. You know what? Fine. Price is going to come around here. Maybe it's going to turn. Maybe if it's not going to turn, it's going to push up, break the level, then we can see more excess volume. All right. So yeah, we're going to come up with the levels. I already have one, which is this one that you guys are seeing on the chart right now. Are you in any trade right now? No, I'm not. I'm not really in any trade. I'm not in any trade right now. But I'll show you that I'm watching out. There's a level right here. This is a 45 minutes time frame. You can use it too if you want to. Yeah, there's a level right here, critical level. I do think that there's two things that could happen. Price is already showing signs of a retracement. If it does retrace right here, pretty much okay. If it doesn't, it can still push a little bit to this level before you guys know that regardless of how price is moving bearish, right? It's gonna push down and go up and then push down and then just kind of like, okay, you guys can see that. But yeah, it's just the basic ideology of a trend, right? It's just, you know, push down, push up, you know, push down and then push up and push down. Just a simple, simplistic understanding of what a trend is, right? But there's no reason why a person would look at the charts where it is right now and then see the need, okay? See the need right where price is to execute a sell. You might be right, trust me. You might be right. Sometimes you could be right. I can't see my TikTok chart yet again. Let me figure this out. Sometimes you could be right, but I think the rule we all learned when we got into trading the first time is that never should you ever sell when price is lower, right? Are we even live on TikTok, guys? Well, I can see some of the feed. Wait. Are we live on TikTok? Yeah, we should be. We're actually live on TikTok. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share. We get to the bottom. Yeah, we're actually live. I just couldn't see the charts here. Let me just refresh this. I think I need another screen on my desk. I want to build like a full screen setup. It won't make me more profitable. In case you're thinking it's gonna make me more profitable, it's not gonna do it. I'm just gonna add like I have two screens right now. My main screen is my laptop. I had it set up like that in 2021. I had like 4 screens, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4 screens. You guys seen stuff like that, right? Yeah, I want to rebuild that all over again. Maybe I'll buy like what do you call that? This screen holder. Is it a screen holder or something? I don't know. It's just it holds this 4 screens and you can move them around and stuff like that. Doesn't make you profitable. Okay. You can have 10 screens and blowing accounts. Yeah. Why am I doing that? It's just because I do a lot of things at once. Sometimes I'm working on this and I'm working on that. I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to lose focus. You see, when you have one screen, right? You can easily lose focus of a certain task. Like sometimes I've got like 5 tasks, but I have to I open this tab, I close it. I open this tab, I close it. It's pretty much the reason why most of these guys, you see them having lots of screens. Don't get deceived. It's not because it helps them be more profitable. It's just that they want to remain in sync with all the different tabs without closing them. It's a reason. Trust me. You see any trader with like 5 screens or 10 screens, 100 screens, bro, it doesn't make them any extra profitable. It's just they want to stay in sync. So I want to do the same thing because, you know, when I'm running my lives here, I have charts. I have my chart here, which is this one. I have my chart where you guys are commenting, but I have to sometimes open and close some of these things so I can allow space for others. So yeah, I think let me do that this month. Before this month ends, I'm going to show you guys the outlook. Yeah, let's do that. I think it's quite interesting. Aren't you voting, sir? What if I've already voted? And what if I haven't yet? Go and vote. I hope who's standing in the queue right now while on the stream? Just say me. Are you guys standing in the queue right now while on the stream? Are you guys standing in the queue? Because man, I know there's a lot of queues today. And it's cold outside, so I'm wearing this. But there's a lot of queues outside there. So I'm waiting for them to reduce. And then I go there and just like cast my vote. Who's starting in the queue, guys? Are you guys in queues or something? If you're not in Zambia, you won't relate. We're voting today, so it's an interesting day. Oh, look, people are in queues. Emmanuel says me. Sansa also says me. Where exactly is that, though? Friday says me as well. Wow. Okay. Don't leave that queue, bro. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote, because then you I haven't had any word. If you noticed, I haven't said anything about elections and all these things. Not on any of my social media platforms. Sometimes I rant a lot on Facebook. I haven't said anything about elections. I had to really just say stuff around politics. It's not like I don't support any political party or something, but I'm just not so loud on that. Yeah. But I recommend you go vote. I would not tell you not to exercise your duty. Like, go do it. Maybe I did it already. Maybe I'm gonna do it as well. Just go do it too. All right, go do it. What are the levels I'm looking at? One of them is this one here. I do think the price can come back here. All right, this is like my main level. Lots of volume here. Lots of volume here. If price comes back here, we could see it drop. Or if it breaks this level, we could see it push up. But watch this level. This level is at 44.10. 44.10. Watch this level. Watch it. I'm going to give you another level, rather, that I'm looking at. And I noticed there's a fib too here across this little impulse. That's if price is going to start retracing, though. But this level is on a lower time frame. It's like on a 15 minutes time frame. Let's go down 15. All right. So I told you, you can't sell here. I know that chances are there that price can continue going down, but the risk is high. The risk is extremely so high. Think of it as every time you sell lower, reduce your risk. Okay, guys? And that's what I do personally to avoid losing way so much. You see, if I trade continuations, like example, I'll give you this example, right? My risk cannot be the same if I enter a trade here and I put a stop right here. Okay, fine. I enter a trade there. I put a stop right there. Maybe I put like a TP, let's say something like that. Okay, because I'm looking left and maybe I'm looking at this level. There's a level right here. Maybe price is going to go to that level or something like that. All right. But my risk cannot be the same if I enter a trade here. I'm saying if. I'm not in any trade, guys. But if I enter a trade here, my risk cannot be the same as if I was to enter a trade, let's say up here. Or if I was to enter a trade, let's say up, let's say somewhere here, or let's say somewhere here. All right. The two positionings are different in terms of my risk approach. So if I enter here, my risk is way so reduced. All right. Even the lots that I will use when price is lower is really relatively going to be very less. You know why? Because there's a high chance that price might go up. Every time price is lower, there's a high chance it might go up. All right. So I try to avoid getting, caught up in such kind of a moment. Listen, as you're taking your time, show us your areas. Yeah, I'm just taking my time. Relax. Price is not going anywhere. Let's just wait. How did you get that first level? I just looked at volume and you see if I put my stations too. This is around yesterday's London station high. All right. Then we have today's price open. Okay. This is where price opened today. So it's a critical level for me. That's where price opened. But also I use volume profiles. All right. Kind of like what I would do right now to just figure out this current level that I want to show you guys. I'll do something like this and yeah, there's a level right somewhere here. Let me show you. There's a level right somewhere here. It's a minor level. I want you to take note of this one too. I had a similar level yesterday. Go look at my charts from yesterday. Go inside the Telegram community, the public one. You'll find out that I had a level yesterday like this one. A small level. Minor. I'll refer to this as a minor area of interest. Or minor resistance, whatever you call it. Minor order block, whatever you guys want to call it. But it's the level of interest. All right. This level is sitting at, let me give you guys a pricing for it. This level is sitting at 43.90. Yeah, roughly 43.90. I'll watch what price does here. Okay. And then maybe I could get an entry based off what price is gonna do there. So overall, my analysis is bearish, guys. Okay. But I cannot buy in this. I cannot sell in this circled area. Okay. I'm gonna take it out for now. My overall approach is to observe what happens, especially on that level. All right. Yeah. You guys got it firsthand. Yeah. You guys got it firsthand. That's my approach. I want to see if price can drop further today. I think it's going to drop further. What do you consider as an area of interest? It's a point that is worth executing trades off. That is what I consider as an area of interest. A point that's worth executing trades off. Like a point where we have liquidity. Some of these guys refer to it as liquidity, right? It's a point. It's an area of liquidity, kind of. But that's a big word for a lot of you guys. So now you'll be asking me, what is liquidity? All right. So it's just an area of interest. Simplistic version, according to me, is just like an area of interest. An area that I'm interested in executing. Right. So any of these areas, if I post in my charts, in my Telegram channels, and you see something like this, you should know that is most likely going to execute trades around those areas. All right. Guys, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream. Let's like and share the stream. Let's go. Like and share the stream, guys. I love the fact that you always show up. Bro, we have to. This is what puts food on our table. Trading, of course. And I do this because I know that we have a community that can benefit from my insights. If it wasn't for that, really, I would still be profitable away from all of this, to be honest with you. But I just love being there for the community. I've been doing this for years and years, and streams and, you know, creating content around education. I'm so big on that. Extremely so big on that. I love to be of help to other traders. This path can be very hectic. The path of becoming profitable, or the path of figuring out what is the right trading approach from the wrong one. I jumped on a taxi yesterday. And I didn't feel like driving, so I jumped in a taxi, and some guy who I was on a taxi with happened to know me. So I get on the taxi. The guy is like, I think I've seen you somewhere. I'm like, oh, okay. Where have you seen me? I'm like, okay, but I think it's social media or something. He's like, yeah, I watched your stream on YouTube. You talk about this trading thing. Okay, good stuff. We had a long conversation. And I told this guy because he had lots of questions for me the whole time we were moving. And one of the questions that stood out the most for me was, he asked if it was ever possible to have a strategy that could never make him a loss, because he's been told by some traders around that they have a strategy that does not make them losses. That's what he was told. Maybe he's gonna watch this sometime, or he's watching this, whatever. I was very honest with him, because look, when you get into trading, some people assume there's like a holy grail, right? Even what you're seeing, guys, on my screen right now, there's no holy grail here. This fails me sometimes. The times I get it wrong, like I get the setup wrong. And I told him the same thing, like, look, there's no strategy that's gonna give you 100% setups all the time. Every strategy has some margin of error. And it's just when traders don't accept that they get overconfident. And when that happens, when that overconfidence kicks in, guess what happens? Unnecessary risks, you know, unthoughtful executions, you know, rushing executions just because you feel like you're missing out, and just multiple trades. People do a lot of stuff like that, all right? Because they feel like this is always going to work. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's always an error. Sometimes it can come from just like the human perspective of things, because you're a human being. Sometimes what your eyes give you is not what your emotions react to. All right. I don't know if you get that. Like sometimes we see, we all say trade what we see, right? Like we all say we should always trade what we see. Like every time just trade what you see. But guess what? That only happens 75% of the time. And if it happens 80, 75, you are more likely a profitable trader. But for most unprofitable traders, it happens maybe like 40%, trading what they see. 60% of the time, they trade what they feel. Like 60% of the time, if you are a losing trader, you've been losing and you're blowing accounts back to back. 60% of the time, you are trading what you feel, like what you feel is going to happen. Maybe you're also trading sentiments. You're like in lots of like Telegram channels and you're waiting for this guy to say buy and this guy says sell. And then you just take whatever these guys give you. 40% of the time, you're just acting more or less on what you see. And 60%, you're acting more on what you feel is going to happen. Maybe what you feel someone said is going to happen. All right. And then guess what? It's only when you break through from trading what you see, from trading what you feel to trading what you see based on what your strategy gives you. All right. So I try by all means when I come up with a setup or when I analyze the charts or even before I analyze the charts and I'm sitting behind here, I try by all means to just like observe what the price is doing and just like, wait for price to create certain patterns that I've seen being fulfilled over and over again. But still, even though I'll do that, there's still some margin of error. Sometimes I get it wrong. Right. And it's only when you accept that you can control your risk and then you can maybe like, understand that there are times you get it wrong and you can minimize the losses that you have and try like maximize on how often you win. All right. Yeah. But again, if you don't understand that, it's going to be very hard for you to be profitable in a sense. I think this level should be here. I'll show you why. Because of this level should be somewhere down here. Yeah. Do I think price is just going to drop from here? I don't know. Do I think price is going to retrace? Yes, I do think price is going to retrace. Two things can happen. I told you guys this, right? I'm watching, firstly, this level. I'm going to observe what happens here. This is a very critical area, very interesting level of interest. I'll observe what happens here. If I get a confirmation I could sell there to where? I would sell there to down this level. Do we have a, let's see. Yeah, this is just basically 43.60. All right. 43.60. Guys, like and share the stream if you love what we're doing here. 43.60, yeah, correct. 43.60. How many points is this from here? Almost like 300 points, like 280 points. Quite decent. Quite decent. That can bank you an easy 3K, 4K, 5K. Well, depending on the risk as well. But also it can bank you a very good, maybe $500 or 300, 200, depending on how you're risking, of course. But this is good points if price was to retrace this level. My main level, though, is this one. This is my main level. This is my strong resistance level. So I'm assuming if price comes here, that will be good. Straight up sells with confirmation. All right? If price continues from here, I'm not buying here. No, I wouldn't buy here. Okay, can you guys see the level though? Let me make it bigger. Some of these levels that I have is like tiny, like very, very tiny. Let me try and make this bigger. Does your wife trade? She actually just started recently again. She's enjoying it because like she copies my signals. Yeah, she's all over the place. Yesterday we were trading like CPI and I called her before the CPI is like, what are we doing? Are we buying or selling? And I'm like, we're gonna do A. And she's like, should I enter now? I'm like, relax, just wait for the signal. So just like many of you guys in my VIP, my wife is also in the VIP signal chat. So she's copying the trades. Yeah. She'd never love trade. I mean, not like she never loved trading, but she's never really been so extremely active. Yeah, what other assets should we look at, guys? Let me know. What other assets should we look at? Oh man, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful Thursday. Join the VIP if you want me to give you the exact point of entry. like when I get in, join the VIP, guys. We've got 2 VIPs. One is free, the other one is paid. The difference is the paid one, you get more trades. The free one, you get less trades, but still you get trades. All right. It's free, but I mean, it's like just bound to everybody who has an Access account. Like if you have an Access account, you can join it. All right. If you don't have an Access account, you just join the paid one, basically. Yeah, because I only provide free signals to people who have an Access account. All right. So this is a signal chart here. This is free. 585 people. Everybody's active. They're all taking trades. Day in, day out. I might not really say everybody, but like most people are active in here. So if I get the trade right, I always will enter right there in the moment, and then I'll send like a trade like this, like buy guys or like sell. It's like the traditional way that we traders do maybe share trades and stuff. So I do that too. I have a chart where I share trades. Right. There's links in the description right now. If you're on TikTok, there's links in my bio right now. Just go find the links. There's a bot. All right. So follow the prompts that bot is gonna give you, and then you can eventually just get access to the platform. Yeah. I know that not everybody can afford to pay for some of these services, so I provide some free ones here and there as well. So yeah. Look at this trade. This trade was on a Monday. I think so. We ended a buy trade. Happy New Year, guys. Buy. We were 40 points up. Guess what happened? We got wicked out. Yeah, look at this. We got wicked out. Guess what happened after we got wicked out? Price went all the way and hit all our TPs. You know, the beautiful part about this anyway is that I'm more confident that at least above everything, I got the direction right. Yeah, so that's what happened anyway on Monday. But after Monday, we've been winning back to back. Yeah, we've been winning back to back. It's been a good one. So far, it's been good. You guys can join that platform too. If you have an Exness account, if you know a brother or a mate that has an Exness, they're struggling, just refer them to my channel. They can copy my trades all for free. They don't need to stress. You just wait until I say, hey guys, buy or sell, whatever. Right. It should make you lazy though, but like it should help you. You chopped CPI yesterday thanks to analysis. Oh, we chopped. Okay, nice. I have a $369 account. What lot size should I use? I think try and use lots underneath 0.10 for a start and then grow with that. Maybe 0.05. Yeah. And then just see if you're consistent. I think you only switch lots if you are consistently profitable. You're getting, winning trades. Guys, let's tap the screen. TikTok, let's tap the screen. Let's tap. Like the stream. It helps a lot. Thank you for doing that. Even if you're on YouTube as well, just tap the screen. It really helps a lot. All right. I'm going to look at a different asset. I'm still here for a bit. So I'll look at a different asset. I'll give you guys the levels I'm watching for those assets. BTC, of course, and then Nasdaq. All right. Yeah. It's called I can never. You can never do what? So stand on the queue. Yeah, you have to. Is there a learning group, not a signal group? Yes, there is. We have like a learn and earn community. Couple active traders sharing charts every single day, and yeah, I left the community active for that reason. Just let people have a platform where they can just like interact. What else do you do in your free time? A lot of things, bro. A lot of things. There's a lot of things that I do in my free time. So I'm watching 44.15. Okay. 44.15. 44.15. Right here. Okay. Let's give it to you guys. Let's take out this and then we just move it to somewhere down here. Okay. Yeah, 44.15, 44.10 overall, just same level. Right, I'm watching this as my main level, and then also I have this other one. What does it take to be Team Pro? Okay, why do you want to be Team Pro? What do you think it takes to be Team Pro? You tell me. What do you think it takes to be Team Pro? I love that question, you know? What do you think it takes to be Team Pro? This guy is asking what it takes to be Team Pro. What do you think it takes to be Team Pro? 4390. Okay, watch that level. 4390. Yeah. And then the only thing you do here is just wait. Yeah. The only thing you do is wait. The highest probability is that price can come here and then maybe we have more of a, a better risk reward ratio than here. But still, we can get a trade here if we get a confirmation. If we break this, look at this. If we break this level, guess what? We are most likely, right? Most likely going down to this one. Okay? Yeah, we have those two levels. You see that? You see that? You see that? All right, fine. I think you saw it. So those are levels I'm watching for, guys. When we scream in the charts, 150 points running. We're in profits, trading profits, TP1, TP2. You guys wondering, how did you get it right? This is exactly how we're going to get it right. This is the blueprint right here. So go follow it if you want to. Tap the screen, guys. Let's go. Tap the screen. Let's log in. Let's tap the screen. I think I should start doing some giveaways on the streams. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I should start doing some giveaways. Random, of course. I hate people who feel like they're entitled to these giveaways because, bro, it's just free money. You didn't do too much with that. Like you just joined the stream, you commented on the post, you liked the post, and you get lucky and you get some cash. I think I'll start doing some giveaways, bro. Like, yeah, I think I will. Like, maybe find someone's account right here. Like, just pick a person, send them some cash or something like that. Yeah. I think I need to find a way of doing it. Maybe I don't know how I can monitor the top sharers or maybe the top people who are liking. I'll figure out that. Then maybe we can be giving some cash. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just wise to appreciate people who are doing the most for the streams, to be honest. There's some guys who are just like here and just watching and just waiting for a signal. But some guys who come on the streams and they try to like, they try to comment, they try to share. I really appreciate that, to be honest. And, it goes a long way because these algorithms on these social media platforms is wicked. So they know if you like the stream, you share it, they push the stream more to fellow other like-minded individuals. All right. So imagine somebody like you who's struggling somewhere else. Maybe they're moving from one Telegram chat to the next one mentor to the next mentor, one stream to the next stream. And they just come across this one and they feel like this is my last bus stop. And then eventually maybe it works out for them. And they learn the strategy, they master it. They become a profitable trader eventually. That's how sometimes miracles happen, right? For some people. So they like the stream, put some people on. It won't cost you so much. The same thing like what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to put some of you guys on, giving you guys trade ideas. And I do this consistently. Like no day goes by. Check my Telegram channel. No freaking day goes by without me giving you guys heads up. Like no freaking day goes by. And you would think I don't have time to do other things. Like you would think, doesn't this guy have something better to do? Yeah, I do actually. A lot of things that I would want to do. Like right now, I'm supposed to be at a construction site. Just try and check on what's happening. I have a construction site. I'm doing some work somewhere. I should have been there doing that. But I'm like, hey bro, let me do this first before I head there. So like I have a conversation with my people, ensure that they get the trades right. So as I move, I'm monitoring the trades. Everybody also is monitoring the same thing. So in case you were going to make a loss for the day, you avoid it because at least you saw this on my stream. All right. Yeah, I think I'll start doing the giveaways on the streams, guys. Just to appreciate some of you guys who like and you just share and stuff. I will. Last time you gave someone. Yeah, I do that here and there, to be honest. I try to just be a blessing to somebody every now and then. With the little that I have. It's not little. Why am I being humble though? It's not little. Yeah, God forgive me for being that humble. Because I think I need to be frank. It's like I get shocked as well. I look at my bank, I'm like, oof. Is it me? Like, bro, I'm just like 27, turning 28 this year. I'm like, oh, all these figures is my bank. Yeah, whatever, guys. Let's look at a different asset. How much you guys think I'm worth, though? How much you guys think I'm worth? Don't be extravagant. Don't be extravagant. How much you guys think I'm worth? How much you guys think I'm worth? BTC USD. Guess the trend here. Bearish, right? Yeah, the most consistent recent impulse has been this. So the trend is overall bearish, but we have to figure out whether the trend has changed or not. I don't think it has yet. 2 million. Like 2 million kwacha. Nah, bro. 2 million kwacha. That's a small figure. Not small, but like it's no, not 20, not 20 million kwacha. Nah, a little bit over the board. I haven't touched those figures. I haven't. How do you calculate worth though? Like, how do you calculate a person's worth? Do you just look at them and just assume from the trades they take? How do you calculate $100,000? Whoa. Someone thinks I'm worth $100,000. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys anyways. It's not useful information for you. Yeah. But maybe someday we'll talk about it. The trend here is more bearish. We can see it even from the recent price action. Well, I can see it from the recent impulse. Guess the recent impulse. The recent impulse is this one here. This is the recent impulse. This push down. But you're a millionaire. No, I'm not. I'm not a millionaire. Assets they own and bank balances. Yeah, I think that's the right way to calculate. I'm working on a project, and the project I'm currently working on, by the time I'm done with it, it's gonna be valued for over 5 million kwacha. By the time I'm done with the project, I started working on this project. Well, I acquired the land 2025 last year. What was it? Let me check. I do a lot of investments in real estate. Everybody says that's the right thing to do, right? Yeah. But how sure are they it's the right thing to do? Because even with real estate, to be honest with you, it's where you invest that matters. You can't go invest in some bush somewhere and expect you're gonna get that return. All right. One mentor of mine in finance once told me something very important. They said, buying land is as hard as selling it. I think he said the hardest part about buying land is selling it back. That's facts. Of course, some land is easy to sell because of the valuation, positioning, and yeah, what you lay on the land as well. Maybe kind of like increases its value and it attracts investment. But like there's one project I'm working on right now. I bought the land in 2025. I think mid 2025. Every time I acquire land like that, I just quickly title it up. And yeah, guys, don't go around buying all these, what do you call them, traditional land. It's just a mess. I've gone through a lot of crazy times doing that. Yeah, but maybe by the time I'm done with this project, I'm hoping two years down the line or something like that, it should be worth around 5 million or something. Probably, hopefully. And when it's worth 5 million, maybe I could flip it. Well, the investment won't be that crazy. I mean, the investment isn't that crazy as yet. But I know it's going to be worth that much. Worth is calculated by assets and properties you own. Are cars properties as well? They are, actually. You guys know that the cars are properties. Yeah, they are. It's just liability in a sense. But some cars can be assets. Whatever, guys. Let's look at BTC. Long talk. Let's look at BTC. If you look at BTC here, you realize that there's this going on. You know how I did that? I just looked at the recent high. This is where the impulse started. Exactly right here. And this is how you put out your fibs. All right. This is how you put out your fibs. Yeah, my lifestyle has been very quiet. It's been very quiet. Yeah. Maybe I don't post so much about it. It's been very quiet. Someone says your lifestyle has been quiet. It's been very quiet. I think I should upgrade. I think so. Yeah, anyway, that's the highest point, and then we have the freaking lowest point here. Right? So highest point, lowest point, price is retracing. Guess where? Either 50 or 61.8, because it's already crossed the 23.6 level. Please respond, sir. What am I responding to? What are you saying? 27 years. Yeah, I am 27 years old. I'm not old, bro. I'm not. I searched Google. It said your net worth is $800,000. Google is lying, bro. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. They're feeding you lies. $2 million up. 5 to 10 million. You guys think I'm worth that much? Even I don't know. Does God have possibilities of buying today? Everything is a possibility. Simply macho. Everything is a possibility on these charts. There's nothing that's not a possibility. So even buys is a possibility. It narrows down to whether we get that volume and those confirmations. All right. That's what it narrows down to. Whether we get those buys, those confirmations or something like that. Are you friends with Kojo? Yeah, he's a good buddy. Kojo is a very good friend, and he's a good trader as well. All right, so if you check here, we're looking at this level and then this one too. You didn't answer my question on how to become Team Pro. Guys, we're not here for that, right? Are we here? What, you want to become Team Pro? I don't know what it takes to. I think they just appoint you and they look at the value and they're just like, hey, bro, come here. Come on this side of the world. You don't apply. I don't think you apply for any of these Team Pros. You know, Team Pro is like brand ambassadorship, right? It's like, so I'm like a brand ambassador for Xness. And yeah. So I don't think you apply for that stuff. You don't apply for it. I think they measure value and then I think they have their own way of doing things, probably. Yeah. I can't tell you I know the process on how they do it. I can't tell you I know. 45 minutes. If we go on the 15, I'm only taking my time, guys, for one reason, because I don't have any potential trades right now. Okay. So that's why I'm taking my time. So I'm just giving you guys key levels to watch out for. When I leave the stream, at least you know what you're doing. All right. So we can say that one of the levels currently is where price is. All right. Price retesting a level twice should tell you a lot, guys. You don't need two things, right? Price is retesting this level twice. If it breaks this area, it's going to go down. Potentially, even if you were to execute, look at this. Even if you were to execute, bear in mind, this is not like a trade recommendation as well. All right. But even if you were to execute here and then put your stop right here, bro, this is one of the best setups you can take. I am telling you, like, this is one of the best setups you can take. All right. Because fine, we have another level sitting at exactly here. We have another level sitting exactly here. This is an area of interest as well. It's kind of like our major resistance level. But even if you sold exactly where price is, if I'm really being honest with you, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think it's a point that has volume too. I love how calm you are. You think I'm calm? Okay. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Thanks. Is it a compliment though? Like when you say you love how calm I am. Okay. Alrighty. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this area has some volume here. This area has some volume. I don't think this is a bad setup. I don't think it's a bad setup. I really don't think so. Are there chances that price could go higher? Yes. Chances that price can go here. But look at the risk. It's quite not too much. It's not. You know what? I'll wait for this candle to close. I might consider getting into this setup. I'll wait for the candle to close. Why did I put my TP here? Because I think that the next area price should go to is right somewhere there. I hope you guys are watching these setups. These are possibilities, right? These are possibilities of what price can do as the day unfolds. So take note that I am looking at something like this here too. All right. Let's check out how DXY is performing. How about that? Guys, like and share the stream. Like and share. Help me tap. Especially if you're on YouTube, tap the screen as many times as you can. If you are able to do that. Look at DXY, guys. Look at DXY. This is a dollar index. It's like the way the Nasdaq is for tech stocks. So this one measures overall the performance of the dollar. All right. Look at what I'm going to do here. Look at that. What do you see? Tell me what you see. Does it look familiar? I think it does, right? It looks like this, like that, something like this. And then price is sitting here. All right. Does it look familiar? Yeah, I think you learned about this when you got into trading. I think you learned about this. Yeah, I also learned about it. I won't lie you. I learned about it too. Yeah, it looks like if price is going to go up, it's going to go up. It's going to do something like this, right? That and this. Similar, right? So if the dollar index is expected to gain value, this is just like a slight analysis, guys. If we're to look at the high time frame, guess what? Looking at the 1 hour, the most consistent trend has been bullish. All right. This could be a pullback because we broke out of this area of interest, kinda. Okay, we're sitting up there. We're sitting up on this one. But I do think that price is bullish on the dollar index here. It might not come back to this level. Let me show you. It might not come back to this level. There's a level right here. It might not come back here. Why? You're asking why? Because it retested this level already. This is like once. And this is like twice. All right. So it did that 2 times. So I don't think it's coming back to retest this level. I think that it's just slowing down here. We'll talk about this maybe some weeks to come. It's slowing down here so it can push up. DXY. If DXY gains value, guess what happens to gold? Gold kind of loses value, right? Yeah, so we're just going to observe and just see what happens. Yeah. Gold is pushing down. Look at it. Okay. Let's look at gold. Yeah, it's pushing down. It didn't hit the level that wanted to hit. Doesn't mean it might not go back there. We're just going to wait. Patience is always the most important thing. All right. We'll still get a setup today. I know. We'll still get a setup. It's true. He brags. Okay. Who's that brags? No, you guys talking about other traders in my stream. That's not allowed here. We don't do that here. We don't talk about other traders on my stream. We don't do that here. So like seriously, you are 27. Bro is doubting if I'm 27. How old did you think I was? Like 40 years or 35 or Yeah. What are we trading today? We looked at gold, bro. We looked at gold. We looked at BTC. We're about to look at Nasdaq, and then we're gonna close the stream. Yeah. Buy. I don't see a buy confirmation here, bro. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Okay. I really don't see it. At least not right now. Like the stream, guys. Then we look at gold. I mean, we look at Nasdaq. You are the best trader in Zambia. You think so? Okay, thanks a lot. How much money have you made so far this year? How much money have I made this year? I'm on a queue, but I'm still watching your stream. Oh, nice. Okay. But make sure you're voting. All right? Make sure you're voting. Vote for the right people. You know who the right people are. You best know who the right people are. Nobody should convince you else how. It's just your choice and decision. Right? Guess what happens after today and after tomorrow? I think they're announcing the results maybe like on a Monday or maybe Sunday night or something. I think so. But guess what happens after then? Do you think your life is changing immediately? No, it's not, bro. It's not. That's more realistic. It's not. Your life changes because of some of the decisions you make that directly affect it. Elections or choosing the president indirectly affects your life. All right? Indirectly affects it. But directly, your personal decisions. So vote, go back and work. Vote, go back and start that business. Vote, go back and figure out the trading. Vote, go back and just continue with your life. Life is not that complicated. It's not. So just do your thing and then just go back and just continue doing what you always do. Because after today, tomorrow is not a holiday. Your boss still needs you at work. Your business still needs you. You still need to make some money to take care of your family, take your kids to school, pay your rent, and do all those things. So vote and just go back to business. Go back to normal. Don't vote and go get into some stupid, fights and arguments and, I think it's gonna be the one. Why did you vote for this one? And you guys start arguing and I see some people being that silly. That doesn't change anything. The guys you're voting for, they're seated in a warm house right now, drinking some tea and maybe some drinking some wines, and then they're just like relaxing, and you're out there trying to battle it out among yourselves, So just vote and leave the scene and just go continue your life, right? Trust me, it's the best advice you can get if you're in that queue voting. We're voting in Zambia, guys, so if you're not here, you might not relate, but there's voting going on. We're deciding the president here and other political seats, I think. Would you think it's right to buy now? No. I don't think it's right to buy now. I don't think so. Maybe it'll be right to buy when price gets here. Okay? 43.60. Maybe. Here. Okay? Let me just put this here. I'll say that what can I say? Let me see. What can I say here? I'll just say potential. Okay. Potential buys. Okay. Yeah. Potential buys here. Basically. Somewhere there. Potential buys here. You'll be trading against the trend, but the risk is less when you buy here. I know you'll be trading against the trend, but the risk is less. If you buy here, the risk is less. Why? Price is low. That's what we all learned in trading in the first place. That's what we learned. We all learned that buy low and then sell high. So if you buy low here, the risk is less. But guess what? You need confirmation to buy here, because it's the same as buying here and then price continues going down. It's the same as buying here, then price continues going down, right? So if you buy here without confirmation, price can still go down. So if there's confirmation, you could buy. Alrighty. One of my guys is video calling me. Bro, I'm on a stream, yeah? Is it important?
I just want to let you that.
Ah, okay. Okay, cool stuff. Okay, cool stuff. Okay. All right, guys, let's look at Nasdaq, then I close the stream. How about that? I'm trying to withdraw an excess, but it's failing. It's saying your withdrawal request cannot be processed. To withdraw funds, you must first refund the following amount deposited to your bank. What do you think that means? NAMS FX. What do you think that means? That means that the same payment option you use to deposit, use it to withdraw first before you can unlock other payment options. To unlock one payment option, you need to use it to deposit before you can use it to withdraw. All right? That's how it works. So you cannot deposit with the bank and then want to withdraw with Airtel money, especially for your first deposits. You cannot do that. All right? That's how it works. So it's not like it's failing. It's just the right process. So whatever method you use to deposit, use it to withdraw. Okay? Use it to withdraw. I want to buy. What confirmation should I use? I think candlestick confirmation. And if the area has volume too, yeah, you could look at that. But also, I do think that price. Look, there's a recent area of interest here, so I think price can push up here. I think so. It's just a potential buying spot. Just watch it. The other confirmation is if you watch the 5 minutes, if price retest the level twice, okay, it can buy. It's as easy as that. Trust me, guys. It's as easy as that. But do you do mentorship? Yep, I do. I have mentorship classes going on even right now. Have you entered the trade on BTC? Let's see. I didn't enter it. Is it moving though? I told myself I'd enter it, but is it moving? No, it's not. Okay, the candle hasn't closed. But again, price is still within below this area. I didn't enter the trade, but it's still below this area here. So I think as long as it's below here, the main level, I told you guys, the main level is this one. This is the main sell zone, kinda. All right? Because if you zoom out, that's where the volume is. This one has this has the most volume for sellers around here. Okay? But if this goes up, rejects here, comes back down, I think it might maybe continue going down. Yeah, just watch and see what happens. But I haven't entered on this trade, no. I haven't. Okay, let me give you guys a breakdown on the Nasdaq, and then we're gonna leave the stream. Yeah, let's look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame suggests that the recent candle was bullish, and the current candle just broke the high of. No, it hasn't broken the high. It's broken the close, and it came back to retest the close of the recent bullish candle. But it also looks like we did create a very strong support. Bearish candle, bullish candle closes, breaks the high of the recent candle, fails to break this candle's low, failed to break the recent candle's low. So this is a strong area of interest. All right, no doubts about that. And that area of interest should be this one here. It should be this area. Yeah, because that attempt that I was telling you guys, the attempt to try and break the low was this one, which is yesterday's attempt. This was the attempt to break the low. So it failed. Okay, it didn't happen. So that means the trend is still bullish. What you do in this case is you just wait for price. Okay, fine. Some of you guys would draw things like trend line here. And then I would trade a lot of trend lines as well. No disrespect if you do trend lines. Nobody should ever discourage you, all right? It's your strategy. It works. It puts money on your table. Nobody should ever tell you if you trade trend line. I saw a video, some guy, I think it's from Kenya or something. He was kind of like reviewing different trading strategies and whether they work or not. And he was saying trend lines don't work. You can't become profitable trading trend lines. No, bro, there's people who are profitable trading trend lines. All right. There is. Some of you guys use trend lines actually. Yeah, you're profitable. I know guys who make good money. Kojo, he uses trend lines. He's profitable, extremely profitable. So you cannot tell somebody that this doesn't work. All right? Because they have a way they use it and it works. I'm not the person to tell you this doesn't work. If there's anything I've been consistent at is I've always said on my streams, all strategies work. It just comes down to whose hands the strategy is in. I think I even did a video. Some guy was who's this guy? Sam Keys. I think we did a video where I think he asked me something like this. Yeah, this guy.
Like it's about
Look at this guy.
every strategy works, but I feel like it's about the amount of time you give to one strategy. And I'm one person who says you can devote yourself to one style and give it time. Trust me, you'll come thank me for that.
Go watch the podcast. It's on YouTube.
It's about the amount of time you give to one strategy. I'm one person who
Yeah, I think he did a podcast. We did a podcast in Cape Town. Go check it out on YouTube. Just type Mr. Nas some keys, and then you watch the podcast. Every strategy works. I've said that all over again. I'll never discourage you from using any strategy. ICT, SMC, whatever C's, and every other C. Okay? Everything works. It's in whose hands that strategy is in, rather. Okay? So if you feel like SMC works, give it time. Eventually, maybe it's going to work. If you're like, my strategy works, give it time. Eventually, it's going to work. So I'll never discourage you from using anything. Just use whatever you want to use for your success and then see if it works. Alrighty, that lowest point is what started the impulse. Guess what trend we're in? Bullish trend, right? Okay. Is it a must to always draw fibs? If price is retracing, yes, I always draw fibs personally. So like in this case, I'll just draw a fib like maybe from this low to that high. I just do this to understand how far back price can retrace, because you can't easily know exactly where price is going to go to before it turns. All right, what time frame is your chart? This is a 45 right now, 45 minutes time frame. The previous one was like 4-hour time frame. All right, are you guys learning something? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys picking up something? Is this some value from the stream? Yeah. I'm having challenges on how to use the Exness web terminal to analyze. I'm still doing some videos about that, so don't worry. I'm gonna drop some nuggets on that. Exactly what works for others might not work for you. That's also true, vice versa. What is Nasdaq on Exness? It's US Tech. It's called US Tech. How can I tell the area has volume? Personally, I use candlestick bodies, and I also use volume profiles. So volume profile is just basically a forecasting tool on your Exness terminal, on your what else? On your trading view. And yeah, I use it quite a lot to just like understand volume levels. Is the way I do it. Of course, I cannot explain everything here. If you want more details around that, we have courses really for a reason. So yeah, it's not to sell you a course. It's just if you want to get more insights, because we cannot give out everything here for free. Again, I try by all means to feed the community, but I cannot give. You see, even though you can teach your strategy everywhere else, you always leave a little bit of it to yourself, a little bit of it for a few people who are ready to pay the price to get access to it. Because if you were to give it all on a free platform, guess what? It's as good as just not even charging for a person to acquire it. All right? It makes no sense that you can really purchase a course and then it's really something that has already been given out for free. Some guys texting me. Just 1 minute, guys. Yeah, so that's how it works. This is how it works. Anyway, I'm gonna check out this. But you can watch the few levels that you can, let me use the, okay, I can use the same time frame. Give you guys the levels. There's one level I'm seeing. I think it's right somewhere here. There's a level right here. Not necessarily. No, wait. Just give me a second. These are levels that price can react to when it comes down to like price action, maybe, you know, triggering confirmations and stuff like that. Wait, let's look at the 15 minutes as well. Is it a bullish trade? It's a bullish market, yeah. If you like the stream, guys, make sure you also like it in actual sense, right? Yeah, there's a level right here. There's a level right here. There's a level right there. Watch out for this level. Price can react to it. It's not based off fibs as well. I know fibs is also one confluency, but it's not entirely just based off fibs. Price can come react to this level. In as much as there's also another tiny level that I see, although price is breaking this one, I see this level here. Although price is breaking it, there's a tiny level right there. The price is breaking that level. Yeah, overall bullish. Maybe expectations that price can buy off around here. All right. Overall, let's look at this. Let's look at what's happening. Okay. All right. There we go. Recent London Station's high is somewhere around the day's open, right there. Okay. The price might reject a little bit back around this zone. This zone overall is supposed to be like this big, maybe up to here. Yeah. So watch out for these levels, guys, and then see if you can make some executions as the day unfolds. I hope it's been a good one. Hopefully you learned something from all this rant. Zambians are out voting. That's why we don't have volume. Nah. That's not the case. That's never the case, bro. That's never the case. Yeah. There's another level, kind of like a minor level here too. There's another minor level here. We broke that current one. There's another minor level here. Another minor level here. Let's watch. If we get confirmation here, could be a good point to buy. If we don't, we wait for this area. This is the main area of interest. Yeah. Alrighty. Hopefully it's been good, guys.